Question: what do you like to read? This is actually my first question that is from a patron. All of my previous questions that I've answered were questions that my girlfriend Alex put together for me to have videos to get started on, and they were really awesome questions. Um, this is one from an actual patron. I'm really excited about this. Thank you, Jennifer. What do you like to read? This is a great question. Alex had asked a question specifically about like what I read and poets and stuff, but it's a really interesting time in my life, and the things I'm reading um, are I got a pretty varied reading list right now. I'm actually in my car on break at work. Shit, HR's out here smoking. They know I'm been on break too long. They'll be all right. Um, I keep books in my car and read a lot on break at work because time management. Right now, I'm reading this book. It is The Mindfulness Solution for Intense Emotions. Take Control of Borderline Personality Disorder with DBT. Um, I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder a long time ago. And I've also been studying mindfulness within like a Buddhist context for 20-25 years. Um, this kind of combines the two in more of a scientific than a spiritual way. Really interesting. I'm reading that now because I am right now 10 days sober, so I'm doing some kind of reading along those lines, recovery type stuff. So that's a book I'm reading through right now. I also have this. This is so weird. This is a Bible um, someone just bought for me, and I'm reading the first chapter of John right now. That's kind of a part of my personal journey right now. I used to be a devout Christian. I did it all the wrong way. I was the worst kind of Christian. I threw all that away about 6 years ago, and now I'm kind of trying to relook at it with new eyes. It's been an interesting experience, but one I really enjoy. I have someone I'm dating actually who bought me the Bible, and we're reading it together. Especially right now with my recovery stuff going on. A lot of recovery stuff from a 12-step perspective is about higher powers. I'm trying to wrap my head around that because I'm really a humanist and always will be, but I'm not looking for the truth. I'm not trying to get into heaven. Um, I am looking for anything from any kind of background or worldview that will help me get through the day to day, in a healthy way. And I don't really care what it is or where it comes from. If I feel like, hey, I can grab onto this and this concept will help, then it's a very pragmatic sort of approach to that. I've also one book I'm kind of always reading through and I've been picking up again lately is a book called Awakening to the Sacred by Lama Surya Das, and he's a Buddhist, but the book is about people who have built their own kind of custom religious practices, consisting of maybe rituals from a Catholic background when they were young, but also some Buddhism they've been studying. And it's very much the concepts in that book are why I'm able to pick up a Bible right now and look at it from a different perspective than the one I had when I was reading it. Also, the other two most recent books I've read, and I've read them both like 3 times. They're kind of textbooks to me. I kind of study them like some people study scripture. Is a book called, and I'm not going to remember the author's name, but you'll be able to find them. A book called, it's the same author. The first book is The Heart of Dominance, and the second book is The Dominance Playbook. These are written about BDSM, specifically Dom sub dynamics. My wife Natasha and I are have a pretty intense dom sub dynamic. These books are fucking amazing. Specifically in the kink community, you can find a lot of garbage people who've just found this community to give cover to their like narcissistic and abusive behavior. This guy, he's about my age. The first book, like the biggest chapter in it, is about consent. He's super liberal. He writes stories as examples or whatever, and he uses different kinds of pronouns, different gendered partners. Super progressive. Definitely excited. If you're into any kind of power exchange dynamic, these two books you have to fucking read. So that's what I'm reading right now, is basically the Bible and BDSM. So life's funny sometimes. Thank you so much for your question, Jennifer. Anyone else on here, if you have a question, hit my inbox in the Patreon. Anything you want to ask. I'm pretty open anyway on my big public pages, but this is like a small group and it feels really safe. There's not anything I won't talk about here, so try me, ho. Thank y'all.